So he's just like, Lord, just please take you got something important going on? I drove an hour for this, Bo. You know how bad traffic is right now? It's raining. No, take the call. Me, right?
I'm taking the call. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Maximum Zach. On today's episode, we have NADA150, also known as Knife Face. He's a fighter. He does music. He's hung like a mule. Yeah.
Legend in the
He's
streets.
here.
Yeah.
He's a legend in the streets and in the sheets.
Damn. Notoriety in the sheets.
that rhymed unintentional.
Dude, freestyle.
Yeah, that was a freestyle. Just a little tidbit, just showing you guys what I could possibly do.
Dude, I mean, you do have a music career. You fucking write. You're musically inclined.
Yeah,
you do enough where I would consider you a musician.
I would.
I mean, I guess my alter ego Hog Johnson. Yeah, he's musically inclined for sure.
Writes hits about cranking hog and pooping in the bed.
That's literally what I do. I'm trying to figure.
Write what you know. That's what they tell you.
Yeah, they say write what you know and know what you write and.
Damn.
Like,
just laid up in the studio late nights.
Yeah, late
drinking
nights.
Coffee. I'm like, what will I write about?
This is the fastest an episode has gone off the rails, by the way. Fucking quickly.
Yeah.
It's because I know I feel like you and me have known each other for a long time.
Yeah, we have.
We haven't spent a lot of FaceTime.
Yeah, we really haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the most time that we spent together is when we randomly did that video together. When we did the video.
At the gym?
Yeah, at the gym.
This is true.
And that wasn't even really hanging. I mean, it kind of was, but it was more like we were doing a video. So I guess this is like slightly more like intimate. I guess
I was gonna take it all the way back. We were in rehab together.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that a true Hollywood secret?
Wow,
No.
I did not know that aspect.
Yeah,
okay,
we were.
Tell me more.
I saw this gentleman here with the knife on his face. And I was like, dude, this guy looks pretty tough.
Pretty tough guy?
He
Yeah.
looks like a tough guy. I don't think we really talk. I don't even think we
didn't talk
that much. No.
Like, I think, I was acting like a tough guy.
Yeah.
Because when I first moved out here, like I had like my truck and like a couple grand and no plan. And I was like, someone told me that if you go to treatment as a drug addict, then they cover your housing like run game through the insurance.
Yeah.
But they were like, but I'd been sober for a long time. I was like 5 years clean when I first moved out here. And they're like, well, tell them you have 5 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, but they're not gonna buy it. Like I'm too like I'm like, so I just gotta act like I'm an asshole, like kicking drugs. So like when I was there, I was just being a fucking dick. I was like pretending, that I just got out of jail or whatever. And
I love that you bamboozled the rehab place.
No,
Like,
they bought it. They bought it.
Yeah, and they didn't ask too many questions either. They were just like, "Oh yeah, you're not sober."
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Like fresh out of jail. Yep.
Yeah, dude. They're like, your addiction's in the parking lot doing push-ups right now, dude. Like,
Deadass. Yeah, and I'm glad that we stayed in touch.
Yeah, dude. I remember I got in trouble at that rehab pretty much for in groups. I don't know if you were there when this happened, but I kept signing in as Judd Nelson from the Breakfast Club. And
Wait, are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not joking.
That's amazing.
I literally every time they would be like, then one of the group facilitators was like, "Who's Judd Nelson? Which one of you's Judd Nelson?" Yeah, and I was like, "I think he was in the Breakfast Club." And then they're like, "Okay," and then I got in trouble.
busted.
Yeah, busted. But yeah,
After I got out of that spot, well, like, because you can't pretend to be like freshly sober for so long. Eventually, they're like, "Oh, you've accrued some clean time, like time to move on." Blah.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I told them, I was like the staff. I was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, da 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 da," because like they actually ended up being cool and like
yeah.
yeah. But it's funny. You do what you got to do to make it in Hollywood, I guess.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's kind of weird even saying this right now. So, just for the viewers at home, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, what more could be said?
Yeah.
we talked about hung like a mule, right?
Yeah,
That
we
made
already
it?
did
All
I don't think we said it enough, though. I think we need one more time.
It needs to be
Corbin, we need a
established.
counter for that. Every time we bring it up.
Fucking A. On the mule meter, we're
The
three,
mule meter is funny.
comments deep,
Yeah.
5 minutes into the episode. Bloody hell. A little bit about me.
Yeah.
I'm a Taurus.
Okay. Nice. I don't know if I know any other Tauruses.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your,
Ford Taurus.
I had a Ford Taurus once. So
what's your sign, Zach?
Virgo.
Virgo?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, no, I honestly don't know much about it either.
I'm gonna look up some traits of Virgo.
Yeah,
and
see if
then-
Virgos and
okay.
Tauruses do well together,
Virgo
like as a
traits.
friendship.
Taurus,
I like
traits, and then Virgo and Taurus compatibility.
Yeah.
compatibility.
I feel like you can
Whoa! One of the most compatible signs.
Look at us.
you guys.
Okay. Hell yeah.
yes.
What about sexually?
Set. Taurus is at top, hung like a mule.
Yeah, in this
Shit, it
situation.
says that too.
Whoa!
Yeah, in this situation, I guess I have to be a bottom.
Damn.
It's like,
Okay,
fuck,
it
dude.
says sexually you guys are pretty working well together. too.
Really? Oh, well,
Wow.
that's good to know.
Solid
Yeah.
and supportive partnership. So congrats, guys.
Yes,
Congrats.
that's good.
I like
did it.
that.
Solid and supportive.
We are. I support Zach.
I support Seth.
I think, like, I remember, like, in fucking rehab and treatment, there's a lot of shitheads.
Yeah.
And I didn't like anyone there. I was
Yeah.
pretending to be a shithead, but I actually didn't like. I'm just like, man, everyone sucks. Well, I mean, benefit of the doubt. Everyone's
Yeah.
an asshole when they're kicking dope.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter how nice they are. And but no, I remembered you because you were nice. And and yeah, like we kept numbers, and then like eventually, like I saw you on the big screen. And I was like, let me text Zach. And I'm like, yeah, good way to go. Hell,
You remember dude? Okay, not to like, maybe we shouldn't say his name, but like there was this like facilitator dude there that was like, he was a hypnotist,
what?
but he also was like, they were trying to do like a workout program thing with us, but like they
I remember the workout guy. I don't remember the
okay, well
hypnotist.
he was also a hypnotist.
Okay.
And like I was such a dick to this guy.
Go on.
Like I want to reach back out to this dude at some point, just because like I want to get a hypnotist on a podcast.
Ooh, dude, I got just the guy.
Because like we were like fucking around like in the exercise room, and they're like, okay, dude, like Zach, if you don't start exercising in here, we're gonna like you're gonna get in trouble. And like so I just started picking up the medicine ball and like throwing it up as high as I could.
Yeah.
And catching it, and then it like hit the ceiling and I got kicked out of the thing. Damn it. Yeah.
You're going too hard, bro.
Yeah, you're going way too hard.
Wait. Fucking speaking of working out, what happened to Zach gets jacked?
Zach gets jacked. Yeah, that's
It
like
fucking worked. Look at him.
my
yeah, good God, no. Yeah, we're gonna get back on the getting jacked.
I'm not giving you a hard time.
No, but yeah, no, it just sort of fell off. Lost some sponsors.
Shit happens.
No, but yeah, no, some shit. Yeah, we're gonna get back on it. I mean, I want to film some more of them. Get that going again. Yeah, fucking see. I've been seeing you. Do you have any fights coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Speaking of working out, because when we worked out together, because if you guys don't know, I did a Zach Gets Jacked episode. I'm pretty sure it's on the channel.
Yeah.
Of me and Seth. I was pretty much learning how to. It was mainly boxing. Yeah, I was just learning. I was trying to learn some boxing basics, and yeah. But yeah. So you had a fight recently. Or you have some
my
fights
last
coming
fight.
up?
My last fight was back in November.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was supposed to fight last weekend in March, but there was like some complications with the fucking venue or whatever. So I'm gonna catch a next fight in the end
Hell
of
yeah.
May. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that, training for that.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
sick.
My coach, he's fucking fighting this weekend in the UFC.
Oh, no way.
The undercard on the
Oh, yeah.
Pereira card. Yeah. Ozzy Diaz. He's gonna fucking kick ass. LA,
yeah.
LA's own native son.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. He's been like my coach for like some time now. He's just like supportive friend, and like
Yeah.
I'm stoked that he's getting his flowers in the UFC. You dig?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be right behind him. I'm gonna fucking keep.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna keep kicking ass in the UNF, and
Yeah.
you know, maybe fight overseas. Just go wherever the money is. You know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I just love fighting. Like I've always fought, and
Yeah.
um
You've just been fighting like ever. I mean, it kind of sounds crazy. You've been fighting ever since you were a kid.
yeah.
But yeah, you literally have. Though.
Literally have been. Yeah, like yeah. I mean, like I started when I was 3 years old. My parents put me in Taekwondo.
Okay.
Yeah, and push.
I have a Taekwondo question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Have you ever heard of a camo belt?
I mean, like
Okay. Because like everyone thinks it's not real.
It's not fucking real.
it's not recognized by the World Taekwondo
Oh my
Federation.
god.
Thank you.
Dude.
Thank you.
The governing
what
body.
in the fuck, dude?
It's not therefore.
I hate whoever the fucking person was that taught me Taekwondo, dude.
I'm sorry. Let's find him. No, just kidding.
No, but
Let's
like,
get them on the fucking podcast.
dude,
Yeah,
oh my
fuck
god, it's like, why did you give me this fake ass belt,
Look,
dude?
I mean, in the spirit of like keeping a kid motivated,
Yeah.
is it fake? Was it fake at the time? No, you held
was-
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But looking back, it was pretty
Dude.
fucking fake, dude. Sorry.
dude, but legitimacy, I guess. You know, I don't know. Either way, no, because like every time I brought it up, everyone's like, don't know about that.
Wow.
But
Well, there's a lot of turkeys that say like Taekwondo is fake.
Yeah.
Like, in general, and they're just haters, you know. So fuck them.
dude, I remember doing Taekwondo as a kid and like being like, dude, I remember getting to a point where I was like able to like do the splits and stuff and like doing all this like
Hell
crazy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. It's great.
That was wild. But
Yeah.
then they were like, you have to get your grades. They were like trying to do the thing where they're like, you need to get your grades better to be like doing. And then I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. Fuck school. I just want to fight. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, like, kept that up. You know, I was like pushed into it because like I wanted to quit too because like, you know, kids will pick on you for doing Taekwondo, you know, like call you a karate kid or like, you know,
Yeah.
do all that shit. And then I would get in a real fight and then da. So like I was
Yeah.
like getting kicked out of every school I was going to, just like, you know, there was a lot. I've talked about it a lot in my interviews without like getting too deep into like the childhood shit. But like I was a violent young man.
yeah.
Child, really.
Yeah.
And now I, you know, kind of like hit like the maximum where that goes, you know? Like if you're always like inflated with anger and you're just ready to fucking pop, you know, like you're gonna kill somebody or you're gonna be killed. And that's kind
Yeah.
of how
It's just not going to end good.
yeah, it's just not gonna end good. And like that was my life like up until I got sober, you know, where it's just like I'm just riding the fucking edge. And like, you know, I think like I'm, you know, like I've been from like being a cool street fighting man is all great until you're in jail.
Yeah.
And just not trying to go to jail no more. I'm not trying to fucking you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
get shot either. So
Yeah. Well, that would suck.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it would be fun.
No, and damn, you know, definitely could have, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Let me hold this gnome. That's what he's there for. He's for support.
Yeah. Support
Our
no.
emotional support note. Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
support gnome. What's under? Oh my god. Anyway, what the fuck was that jabbering
So we don't
about?
get sued. That's why.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
Abe
yeah.
Sargent.
I'm not gonna ask any questions. This gnome's got secrets.
Yeah, the gnome's got secrets. He has ties to organizations of sorts.
Shifty-eyed bastard.
And we're not allowed to talk about it.
Oh my god. I don't know if I want to be like in the same shot as this gnome. I didn't know he was so controversial.
Okay, it's not what you think it.
Look, this gnome. Fucking A.
That
What
would
the
be so fun. Getting canceled over a gnome.
We did not know
Yeah, we
the
didn't.
gnome.
We didn't gnome the gnome.
We didn't gnome the gnome.
Oh,
What the fuck am I talking about
I don't know. The
anyway?
gnome had a pass.
Gnome-
He's
Dude.
got a new gig now. He's chill.
I like, you know, since like I feel like I know you personally, and like I do a lot of podcasts. Like I get because like my story is interesting. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, it's fucking fighter. fighting on pay-per-view, fighting in, casinos, fighting for the UNF, fucking millions of fucking Spotify streams for my music and shit, and like how I do the dance.
Yeah.
And at the same time, be completely sober. I think I'm gonna hit 13 years in September.
Oh, hell yeah.
Congrats.
That's awesome,
That's
dude.
amazing.
Hey, yeah, one day at a
That's
time.
great,
And,
yeah.
and recently became Catholic. And
Yeah, how's that been going?
oh, it's well, you want to talk about Jesus Christ right now?
Yeah, dude,
Let's bring it down.
How
a
did that
notch.
happen? Like,
Huh? Doggy, I mean, like, I think I'm running out of ways to be weird. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like like the fucking punk rock guys, just like, hey, we're fucking straight edge, and now we're vegan, and now we're fucking Hindu, or like whatever. It just got like weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
That's what happens. I eat meat. I'm not straight edge. That shit's for nerds. I did drugs.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
nerds.
we did drugs, and now we don't. And
Yeah.
fucking what? But like I just like I needed a spiritual experience, you dig? Like I think that like I'm a very like disciplined person. Like I
Yeah.
gotta go to bed on time, wake up on time, gotta fucking do what I gotta do to maintain a clear head, so that way I don't wind up drinking or drugging or what have you. And
Yeah.
like I was like I got a real hold on like my sobriety and my program, but I'm acting out in other areas that aren't becoming of the man that I want to be. I was like cheating on my girlfriend, and I wasn't happy about doing it. I felt like a piece of shit every day, and I'm just like, Lord, like I need something different, I need something new. And like I never really been like a religious guy, but there was a church in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they only speak Japanese.
Okay.
So I was like, great, I don't have to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't need a bunch of handshakes, and it's like, hey, you're new here. Like I just want to catch the vibe of, take an hour of like meditation and prayer and just like and eventually, I just start feeling better. I start feeling, start like the more I do it, the better I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got confirmed and baptized. I got my holy sacraments last year.
Oh, hell
And and it's kind of neat because like I got asked by another like musician who turned sober, who had like a sordid past, and now he's getting confirmed, and it's just like,
no way.
It's been really cool. We've become tight, and so it's today's Ash Wednesday, so I got some ashes on my forehead.
So what is Ash Wednesday exactly?
Ash Wednesday, it starts Lent. The Lenten season, the holy season, is 40 days before Easter. This is when Christ wandered the desert and was tempted by the devil to like, do this and that. So it marks the beginning of Lent. The ash is to remind us that, we came from the earth and we will return to the earth. And we, like in Catholicism, the Lent, we have like fasts, like Fridays we don't eat meat. You're supposed to fast already on Sundays. And what else do we do? You give something up. Like people will quit drinking or quit smoking. And so I gave up girls. Because I already don't drink and I already don't smoke, and I already watch what I eat. So I'm just like, I'm not having sex, I'm not cranking hog, I'm not watching porn. Dude. Yeah, I'm going like full monk mode for the next 40 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be terrible if any of these hot women tried to take advantage of me during this time. Oh no.
Good thing this podcast will come out after the 40
Yeah,
days.
good point. No one watches this shit anyway. No.
Yeah, we'll check in. We'll make sure that you've
master of my domain.
Yeah, we're gonna check in
What
and
a
have a
fucking
short
reference.
clip.
Hell yes.
Thank you.
It's like, yeah,
master.
so-
Yeah.
I don't even know how we're gonna prove that you didn't do it.
Damn. This boy is ready to burst. We're gonna get Dude, what's funny is like all my shit, like all my like interviews and stuff, they're all like so fucking serious because like people ask me like, oh, like, tell me your story, and my story's like really fucking sad and like really fucking serious, and like then it's like, oh, what is prayer? But I'm like, I'm really like a nice guy, like I like having fun, and like so it's nice to be able to cut loose. And,
we definitely cut loose here a lot. Can you look up what are
Oh my
the
God, I hate whatever you're about to ask me.
can you look up like the positive, like the pros for, not the pros of semen retention, because that sounds weird, but like don't look up like pro athlete
Like
semen
a
retention,
professional semen
but like
retender.
look up like what the
guy
pros
ain't
and
nothing years.
cons. What are the pros of
Of not coming?
yeah, of not coming, of retaining your seed.
I'm not gonna phrase it like that.
I don't know if there are. I think that's just like been like a fad. I think that was like a joke, like Jankum, like they just made it up and other nerds like went with it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it does seem like, okay, there is limited scientific evidence to support significant benefits from not ejaculating. But some people claim they have better mental focus, energy levels, and they enjoy sex more when they practice semen retention.
So wait,
Is
you're
that-
having sex but not ejaculating?
I guess
Yeah.
when they do have sex, it feels better.
Well,
question mark.
obviously.
It may increase your testosterone levels,
Okay.
but that's it.
Hell
So
yeah.
don't some fighters do like going up to a fight, like they don't like
You know, it was different. So like Muhammad Ali, devout Muslim, he would not have sex. He would abstain even with his wife, you know, leading up to a fight in a fight camp.
Okay.
He would focus. Mike Tyson, however, he had to smash everything in sight.
yeah.
two sides of the coin, you know. Like
Yeah.
I think it's like to each their own.
Yeah.
Me, I
Yeah.
smash everything that moves. Anything with a pulse, baby. No, this is why I go to church. This is like
Get all the bad shit out here. It's fine here. It's welcome here.
I'm a sinner, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but like, yeah. So like, this is a way to practice self discipline. You know,
Yeah.
like I fucking. You know, like you said, like my reputation precedes me. You know, I'm handsome, I'm smart, I'm a dope fighter, I'm a dope rapper, I'm hung like a mule. I gotta keep these women away, but one day I want to be a husband. You know, I want to be a family man, and it's like I ain't gonna become a family man if I keep smashing these hoes.
Yeah.
You know, so like I gotta practice being the person that I want to be.
That's
you know?
That's a good point.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You can't just be smashing all these hoes, you know.
How do you do it? How do you keep these bitches off you, Zach?
I don't, dude. It's difficult, you know, but I do it, you know.
Damn.
I just have to be like, get away from me, like,
Be gone, thoughts.
No.
yeah, be gone.
Oh
Like,
Lord, have
fucking-
mercy,
Um,
dude. Like whatever. This is. I'm like,
How many other of your
okay.
interviews have been like this? Well, I gotta ask.
Yeah. What?
How many of your other interviews have been like this?
Okay, none. Because they start like in the way, you know, just like,
Yeah.
oh, tell me about your life, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like, oh, geez, like you know, life has been like really intense, like for me. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was that big of a deal until like
Yeah.
I hear other people's stories, and I'm like, oh, that sounds nice. Like, but so like then that just becomes then there's just like a cloud over it, and
Yeah.
like. You know, like I love sharing my story because some people can find inspiration from it, but like I'm also sick of it. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
let's talk about something fun.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Live at Jerry's?
no.
Okay, well he's a cool like interview show. He's
Okay.
a multi-talented artist, but because like you know people who know me in real life, they're just like, oh my god, Seth, you're so nice. Like you're like I can't imagine you being like this thug or this fucking monster or whatever. Like like you are or were. And I was just like, you know what, Jerry, like like we're homies. I'm like, I'm gonna be a huge dick to you, like this whole interview. Like I'm like people think I'm nice, and I gotta let them know, you know, that ain't shit nice. And like I was just I felt like so bad afterwards. We didn't have like a safe word or anything. Like I just started like fucking up his shit, you know.
No!
I started, but like I was like, like mid interview, like I'm in his place, and like I slapped him at one point, but like I was just like being like I let the spirits take me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just like I felt so bad afterwards. I'm just like, and like people watched that episode and like hit me up like, damn Seth, you changed, bro. Like,
Like, what happened?
you're a fucking dick, dude. And like I don't. You know, it's like I can be mean to like my friends, like we'll talk shit.
Yeah.
But that's just because at the base of it there is love. You know, I can't do it. I don't like talking shit because it brings out like that
Yeah.
that meanness.
No, I understand that. Yeah, I feel like I can't even like, dude. If I had to roast somebody, I would be like, I don't even know how I would do it. I can't. I feel like I can't even.
Dude, I was gonna say you gotta try.
Do it.
I want to get you into roast.
Let's be assholes right now,
like,
you and me.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're on stage. You guys are doing a roast battle. Okay, Zach, your turn. Go.
You don't respect gnomes.
Don't respect gnomes.
Damn, he got you, Seth. You don't want to get away with that?
You gnome phobic.
Gnome phobic.
Wow. Damn.
Sorry to our gnome audience.
The gnomes are pissed, dude.
Apologies to the gnomes at home.
Yeah,
all the gnomes are in the comments.
Gnomes in the comments, fucking gnoming around, whatever they do.
Yeah.
Dude, there used to be this. Speaking of gnoming, it used to be a
Good
thing.
gnome lore
It
right
used to be a thing where you would like. It was called like It was just called gnoming. It was like a prank or something you would do, where you would go and like knock on someone's door, but then you would stand in their yard and act like you were a garden gnome and just like act like a statue, and then people would just get pit. We would film it all the time.
Deadass?
Yeah, and then like people would like freak out or like throw stuff at you and stuff. Get out of my yard.
Were you like dressed as a gnome?
No, so they didn't even know what we were doing. It would be so much funnier if they were dressed as a gnome.
Yeah.
Or like if you had like a friend that was like a short, very short gnome-esque person.
Little person?
Yeah, like a little person of sorts.
Yeah, I thought like gnome
That's what I thought he was gonna say.
thievery was gnome heists.
I have a gnome in my backyard currently. That was like the first gnome I ever stole when I was 17.
Deadass?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Deadass. I still have it.
Didn't there I think there used to be a website. I don't even know if it was real, but it was like you could like pay this website to gnome people.
Yeah, you can still do that.
What do you mean?
Like,
So like
just send them like a weird gnome in the mail.
send them a
without,
gnome.
like,
Oh, well,
An anonymous
there
gnome?
was this one website that I thought like I don't know how true this is. This could be a like totally false.
You've been on the dark web again. Is that where this is going?
Well, no, they said they would like they would show up and put like tons of gnomes in their yard.
Oh.
And like they also had where they would also do in the house.
Oh no. Oh hell no. Like put a gnome in their bed while they're
I'd
sleeping?
be into that.
Yeah, like tons
freak.
of like
If I woke
they-
up and there were gnomes in my house, I'd be like, one, Zach did this. Two, I
We're outing ourselves now.
yeah,
Yeah.
like what would you do? You
Now I
know?
know.
Now
Like, I would be
gnome.
so pissed.
Dude, no, I'd want names. Someone's in my house with a mythical freak. Get it out of here.
I would want names too, but I would want names for all the gnomes that are now living in my
Single
fucking
bottom. Fucking Harry the fucking mugwort. Or I don't know gnome names. Nomenclature.
Yeah,
Nomenclature.
fucking,
Yeah. Bro, we got too much gnome content. We gotta move on.
Yeah. We fulfilled the gnome quota for the episode.
I feel like one of them's name is like Gregor or something.
Gregor, yeah.
Gregor.
He's been tinkering,
Yeah,
gardening.
Yeah.
Welcome to the workshop.
Damn it, motherfucker. Y'all are mad funny. Y'all just buff around, just goof around here.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's literally every
Just
episode.
just riff and talk about random shit.
I love it.
Fuck, I actually had something of substance to say, but I forgot because we were talking about gnomes.
It'll come back.
Sometimes I feel like I got gnomes in my brain.
I've been thinking. Damn it, son. What the fuck else is happening in life? So,
Yeah, I don't know, dude, like, not much, really. I feel stagnant.
stagnant. Piss.
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
I don't know. Like, I feel like I need to do something, like, crazy or something.
Yeah. You could do Lent with me. You could go a whole
I could
fucking.
do Lenten.
But
Oh, man.
I don't know. That's
Do
how it
they, like,
starts.
actually do, like, confessional and stuff? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you go confess. I mean, they say you do it once a week.
Yeah.
You tell all of your stuff to the priest.
Yeah.
And then he absolves you of your sin.
Like, not to make a joke of it, but, like, do you have to be like, oh, like, I jerked off or, like, anything like that?
Dude, I don't
like-
get into.
Like, do you have to be like, hey, man, I fucking
don't,
cranked
you know,
it?
but- I fucking cranked it. Well, okay, so like I go to an all Japanese church, right?
Okay.
So there's a language barrier.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
What? I don't think that me and the priest like understand each other
Yeah.
because, well, while the congregation in church itself is all Japanese,
Yeah.
the priest is Vietnamese.
Okay.
And no one told me. So I learned a little Japanese and would like bow to greet him and, you know, ohayou gozaimasu. And he's just like rolling his eyes at me. I'm just like, damn, this guy does not like me. And it turns out because I'm an asshole. Because I didn't know.
Fuck.
Actually,
He like we've been doing this for a long time now, like over a year, and like he's still, you know, like I don't think he knows what MMA is.
Yeah.
So like I'll like go. I'm just like, hey, Father, you know, like I got a fight this weekend. Like I could really use your blessing, you know, beforehand.
He just thinks you're fighting like a random person or
like,
something.
And he hits me with a Lord, please take. I won't do an accent.
Yeah. Please.
you almost did for a second. I wasn't going to stop you.
We're just gonna compile all the worst parts of this episode and just
This is the greatest hits.
we got fucking canceled hard. Just like, whatever, any fucking way. I want to be myself. I think it's so fucking. Almost did it, and almost did it again. So he was just like, you know, Lord, just please take like, oh, son, you got something important going on, fucker? I drove an hour for this, Bo. You know how bad traffic is right now? It's raining. No, take the call. Fuck me, right?
I'm taking the call.
Well, now I kind of want you to take the call.
Nah, get off
it's
your
like-
phone. Fucking. Anywho, so like he's just like Lord, please take the anger out of you. Like he just thinks that I'm like a psycho.
Yeah,
Because I'm just like I got to fight this weekend, you know, da da. And he's like, you know, don't hurt anybody, and I'm like, no, I need to hurt them. I need to like, I need to win. Yeah. But so that's fun and like. So like when I confess stuff, like I don't know if he catches it all, and like I don't get into dirty details.
You
know,
don't have to like tell him every
Yeah.
Like,
And you kind of, or at least as of recent, you know, he'll take it all in, and then he'll give me my penance. So when you like, it's kind of like therapy before therapy existed, you know, like you guys kind of talking, you just like, if let's just say cranking hog, not that we do that here. We do not endorse hog cranking.
Yeah.
But what, hog nasty? What's your music?
Hog Nasty is my cousin. No. I'm Hog Johnson.
You're not going to bring up Hog Nasty on this show, okay? He's banned.
Hog nasty.
He's banned.
Fucking anyway. What the fuck? So like, if you came back every week and just like, Lord help me, did it again, you know, he'd probably want to be like, yo, like let's talk about the deeper meaning behind this, because they're actually like really educated and like, you know, they'll you know, want to work with you as to like the deeper reason instead of just giving you a penance, where they just like, okay, say, you know, 3 Hail Marys or go and do this, you know, you have to make it right with the world. It's kind of like AA in that like you got like the built-in reconciliation process of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
When they tell you like for the penance, like 3 Hail Marys, whatever, like how are they coming up? I don't know if you know, but like how do they come up with that? Are they just determining based on what you're saying, or they got a chart?
I don't know exactly. Like what's like I don't, because like I you know am newly Catholic. Like I've been 1 year confirmed, so I had a whole life of sinning.
Yeah.
And like when I fucking, you know, came in, I was expecting the bill. You know, I was like, I'd be like, I've been doing this, that, the third, blah blah blah, and he like gave me like, it's like say like 3 Fathers, and I'm like, damn, like let me off easy, you know, like I know I racked up more of a fucking penance than that, but I don't fucking know, man. These guys, they go to school to be a priest. You have to like go to a seminary for like a decade, so they don't just let anybody up there. They have to like speak Latin and like really like know all the nitty gritty. So like I trust what they're doing is doing, you know. Yeah,
just like, okay, this is a weird thing to think of, but like, is there like, so say you're like confessing something, and like, is there like a, because like with a therapist and stuff, there's like patient, like client, like confidentiality thing. So like, say what if you confess something like
a murder,
like do they have to tell?
Nah. And
that's like, wild.
That is wild. That's why like
it's like up to their discretion or something, or they just don't.
They don't. Like that shit supersedes any kind of court. And in the US, yeah. Like even I mean, like, don't quote me on that either.
Yeah.
But, like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure someone has probably broken it over time. But yeah, maybe. I'm just saying maybe.
Well,
but
like that's like
just over the whole existence of it.
When I was in Czech Republic, right? They came up like it was like they have a word that we use in English for throwing someone out of a roof out of a window to their death. Apparently, nobody had done that before, but like they were torturing this priest because they like the king. The king had came to the priest and confessed to him, and they were like, "We want to know what the king's up to. Like, we want his secrets." And so they like held him out of a window. They're like, "Tell us the shit," and they dropped them or something.
Shit. Okay.
And like even in like modern courts, like that's like, I mean, you ever watch Ozark?
I've heard of Ozark. I haven't actually seen it.
Netflix will pay us for dropping that line. Anyway,
please pay us.
Yeah, they did. They're a big fan. They tell me every time. They're like they'll get Zach Pod on Netflix.
That would be so sick. Okay.
But who and what? So like they had like when they had like the drug lord messing with what's his fuck. They always had a priest present.
Yeah.
Now that was because like anything that they would say, is now protected by. It was said during confession, so none of it could be like used in a court of law. It wasn't just like you and me talking right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I understand that.
That's the thing, the fiction behind it. Now.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm still learning as I go. As being a Catholic man does, but I want to be a Catholic man. I like the idea of being. I don't know, man. I'm getting fucking old. Like I'm like 32. Yeah. I've been fucking. Yeah.
And I'm just before Lent now.
Yeah, exactly. So like I'm like it's exactly like with like drugs and alcohol, right? Like I fucking did a lot of drugs and did a lot of drinking when I was younger, and I always thought this is something I'll grow out of one day. Like I'll just like most folks do, like they get they just grow up, and now like doing that stuff just doesn't appeal to them. But I never grew out of it. I just got better at doing it. Yeah. And that's how I am with sex. So
you're just like
No, but like I'm just like I'm not gonna I'm not just gonna get tired of being a player, or anything. It's just like I gotta I want to be a husband one day. I want to be a family man. So like I gotta act in such a way, practice it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Weird segue. Sorry. Had this in my head for a little bit. Yeah. So have you ever had any paranormal experiences ever? You believe in ghosts or like anything, or like anything like that?
Fucking asshole! Talk about my religion here.
Like, no, I mean just like, well, because I mean like, or like ever experienced anything that you thought was like, oh, this is like like an evil like thing? Because like I don't know, I've like, because like I feel I've had some like paranormal experience. There's some things where like some like ghost things where I'm like I can't like messing with like I've told the story a bunch of times where like I grew up in a very religious household. Like, we were really Christian, we went to church and stuff. They always told us, don't play with Ouija boards, don't do anything like with the occult like type stuff, And like my sister, like I'll do like an abridged version of this. I've told it a bunch, but like when we were like, so I was going to church a lot, and my sister's like, they went to a friend's house. They had a Ouija board, and like they were messing around with it apparently, and they heard like some like evil laugh.
Oh shit!
And so my first instinct at that point in my life was like, we have to burn this thing.
Burn the Ouija board.
Yeah. Shit. And so we try to light it, blah blah, blah, and then it doesn't burn. It takes forever to start on fire, and then like turns into a little face of like a little
dead
devil.
Ass?
Yeah, dead ass, and then it looks like a little devil face, and then some like stuff started happening like in my house like after that.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Like what? Like bump in the night type shit?
Yeah, I mean like like there was like an instance where like we I mean there was some stuff where it's like it sounded like there was like someone going up and down the stairs in my basement. There was like some there was like an instance where I was like taking a shower and it felt like someone put their hand on my back and like stuff like that. But like, yeah, that's but I do like a lot of like ghost hunting stuff. And I was just wondering if you've had any paranormal experiences ever.
No, man. I mean, like I have not, but I've had like a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And like I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina, which is like one of the most haunted places because there was like Civil War battles and like it's a very old like shit. There's a lot of death and destruction and so like folks would like tell me this like, oh yeah, you know, this is like some shit. So like you have to like thank the spirits, blah blah.
Yeah.
And I went along with it with a girl I went on a date one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went ghost hunting and I was just like, fuck it, this is different. And
what a fun date.
it was like our first or second date too. I was down for it. I was like, this sounds cool. We went to a cemetery and Shawty had one of them ghost things.
Yeah.
And you know what was interesting was because like her mother had died. And not recently or anything. But like she had this special connection to death and the afterlife because she lost her mother when she was so young. And when we went to the cemetery, like it just like gave us like a name. And we were like, huh, well, let's look for that name on the cemetery. And we found someone with that first name and we're like, huh. And then it was like something about like the ocean or water. And turns out they were in the Navy. And I'm like,
yeah.
This is weird. Yeah. So like that's about as deep as it got, you know? Like it didn't get like spooky beyond that, but I was just like,
still weird.
It's still weird. It's still weird and like I don't know what that means. So like when she was definitely into the mysticism of it and was just like, all right, you know, like you have to kind of like fucking with a Ouija board. You have to like say thank you or goodbye, otherwise they'll follow you. And like I don't know, Bo. Life is complicated enough without ghosts. Like I feel like if I
it definitely is.
invite that into my life, then I'm gonna just never sleep again. You know, like I'm willfully like just ignoring it. I don't know.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
I already have enough problems.
I got enough problems. Yeah, I'm just like always so damn busy, bruv. Like if I'm not fucking training, I'm like resting to train again. And I'm, you know, making music all the fucking time because like that was and is the grind, you know, up until I started fighting again like last year. You know, like I fought like my entire fucking life, like fought all over the U.S., fought in Korea, like junior Olympic medals, and on top of being a street fighting man and like going to jail for like, you know, real fights and shit. And you know, after I got, you know, like I'm like 15 broken bones deep now. Yeah. So like.
Yeah, what's some of like the worst injuries you got in fighting?
Oh, I got stabbed one time.
What? How did that happen?
Yeah, it's a big surprise to me, you know? I was like, whoa. No, but, no, the worst injury was the baseball bats. And like, like I fucking, you know, gotten a little, when people know you can fight, they don't like want to fight. They just bring weapons. And I was like, you know, like I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, you know. I didn't give a shit. I'm bulletproof, bitch. And like, luckily they didn't have a gun, but they swung a bat on me. I blocked it, and it just completely broke this arm. But I grabbed him, pulled him in, stabbed him in the gut. And the other one was behind me, slam, like right in the orbit. So like right in this side of my head's a little sunken in, and
I wasn't gonna say anything. No.
There he is. He's a roaster now. Yeah. Let me have it. Lay it on me, bud. Fucking.
That was a real sneaky execution.
He was good.
That was nicely done.
But any fucking way. So yeah, and like I didn't go down. Like like you know, he's still like the one guy. You know, he's laid out like he's bleeding. The other guy's still coming at me with the bat, and I'm just whoosh, whoosh, and like he hit me in the ribs one time, and. Yeah, it broke my ribs, and bats hurt. The aluminum, I'll never forget the bing, like from when it fucking hit me in the head. You know?
Oh fuck! Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Nah, it wasn't. But that doesn't. Those were the worst injuries. Like what's cool about getting through that is like I am not, like MMA fighting. People are like, oh, aren't you scared you're gonna get hurt? I'm like. What? You know, am I scared that this 145-pound guy is gonna punch me? No, he's a fucking. He's never endured like real pain, and like you know, you can't hit me hard enough to like make me stop. You know, coming at you. Like, I'm not. I don't get hurt in fighting in the cage or in the ring. Like, none of that shit hurts. Unless they, like pull out a gun or something. I haven't been shot yet.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
I hope you never.
It's definitely not wood.
Oh. It'll probably happen. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, like, I'm a nice guy and everything, but like, I don't know. It's the only thing left. It's the only thing left, man. Like, but what in the Sam Hill am I talking about? Fucking, you got a lot of graffiti in here.
Yeah.
You just be reading and shit. What is this?
Everyone just signs the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you get to do it after.
Yeah, we're gonna have you sign the wall too.
Yeah.
It looked really lame when we first started the show, and there was nothing on the wall.
Yeah, it was like, okay, we're in a basement.
Yeah.
Like,
Give us some character. Yeah. No, I met Tara Reid like many years ago. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, anyone ever tell you look like that dude Bronson?"
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, I get that a lot. Like, when my shaved head, they're like, "Yo, you ever see that movie Bronson?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me."
Hell yeah.
But
is he still in prison? Is he alive?
Tara Reid? No, he's dead. Hung himself in prison. It was the saddest thing. You didn't hear? Bro.
Oh, man.
Damn.
I
A couple
deserve
weeks after
that.
he was on the show. Zach.
What a downer, bro.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. Rest in peace.
He's alive, guys. Don't fucking yell at us in the comments.
Charles Bronson.
No, Charles Salvador Bronson is still alive. He spends his time painting and drawing.
Yeah, he'll never get out, though, right? Like, is that, like...
He likes it in there.
He likes it?
He likes it. Like,
I mean, because didn't he get out of, like, wasn't that, like, the story, like, or, like, the, I guess, like, the whole, like, the facts? Like, didn't he get out at one, and then he, like, got back in, and then he went back in?
Like 2 days later. Yeah.
He wasn't even out for long at all.
No, and like he had really just exhausted the legal system. Like, he was in prison for the longest time, and he was so expensive to house because he was just an asshole. Like, it'd be like, "Hey, we brought you food," and he'd like attack the guard, and like that was his shtick. And they were just like, "You know what? Like, you're better suited in like a mental asylum, where we can keep you drugged up," and he's causing problems there. And they were like, "All right, you know what? You've just been in here for like decades. Let's call you reformed, and you're no longer our trouble." Gets out and comes back in because he likes it. He likes the solitude. It makes sense in there. I relate to him a lot. Just like, not that I want to be an asshole. Not that I am like an aggressive person. It's just like he wants to be left alone. And like I get that. I get that feeling.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But now what the fuck I'm talking about, man? I was about to get soft on you. Let's go back let's talk about gnomes or cranking hog.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. I like your little guy there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, I got a little guy too.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Little guys.
Mm-hmm. That was my mascot in high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
My mascot in high school was a bricklayer.
A bricklayer?
Yeah. His name was Johan.
Johan the bricklayer?
He was...
It was like the bricklayers? That was
we're the brickies.
Lay the brickies! Yo!
Yeah, the brickie. Fuck? Yeah, he's just like...
all
he
kind of
looks
bricks.
like he kind of looks like... I mean, look up Johan, Hobart Bricky's Johan. You'll laugh. Like, he's just like a really buff dude.
Dude.
And he
that's actually like...
And they would always say bricks don't break, like in all the games.
That's hard, dude.
Yeah, it's
bricks
super
don't
hard.
break. It's like the music...
Hobart?
Yeah, Hobart.
Johan Petrovic.
And
He's
what
the mascot?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Johan Petrovic. Why don't you just say that?
Yeah, that's him,
He
dude.
was a fictional student who was created by someone else in 1942.
He looks a little old to be a student.
Okay.
Really?
He's like gnarly looking.
He is gnarly looking. I'm going to come over there and show you.
Can we look at...
Yeah.
What's his name again? Norwal?
Johan. Yeah.
Corbin, I'll send this to you.
Oh, yeah. He'd be laying bricks.
Right?
Yeah,
Important
dude.
as shit.
Yeah, that's him.
All
I'll
white
bricks.
bricks.
Yeah.
You see, in like 2006, 7, 8, in our heyday, there was a lot of wordplay around bricks. We were very excited with trap music. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey, the football games must have went off.
It was pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, I like that you joined in for. Hey, shouts out OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah, shout out OJ the Juice Man, not OJ Simpson.
Not.
It would have been cool to have him on the podcast though.
OJ,
Yeah,
the Juice or the
Juice.
Simp
Both.
son,
Both, actually.
same time.
yeah, dude, that would be so. Is getting
I
a
would have
bunch
a
of
lot of
people,
questions for you.
Yeah,
getting a bunch of people named OJ to be on the pod.
just like get one. Like you have OJ. I'm OJ the Juice Man.
Yeah.
This is what OJ looks like. You know, he's here, and then like OJ Simpson walks in and be like, "Oh shit, wait."
I guess we
and,
double
like,
booked.
Yeah. And start asking OJ the Juice Man about football and like Broncos and shit, and I just be like, no. I think there's a mix-up. I'm like,
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure I'm at the right question.
no. You're OJ. You're OJ. I had my agent check. You're OJ.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh
He's
man.
dead.
I'm pushing the what?
We could have done the bit.
OJ
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't he
Simpson?
dead? He's dead.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he
Okay,
passed
not
away.
OJ the Juice Man.
No,
No.
not OJ. The
May he
no,
live
that-
on.
that was-
Yeah, no,
Yes.
he's alive.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw him for Halloween at
Yeah.
1720 Warehouse.
Yeah.
It was OJ the Juice Man, Slime Cedo, and fucking Lil Tracy.
Nice.
It was so cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good
It was
show.
pretty sick. It was like a lot, like, I mean, just like that lineup is fucking legendary and like what, but you know, like me, like I fucking love OJ the Juice Man, like from like way back. He
Yeah.
got me into dope back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was fucking, you know, playing those songs at the parties and blase, but like it was like a lot of teeny boppers who came for like Lil Tracy, and like I fucks with Lil Tracy heavy, but like they didn't even like he was playing the hits, you know. He was like,
Yeah.
quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, hey, and like
Yeah.
none of these youngsters knew what the hell was going on. It was like, man, wasted upon your youth.
Yeah.
Anywho,
It's sad. I ask everyone that comes on the podcast this question. Is there anything that you do every day to make sure you're reaching your maximum potential?
wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I didn't expect something wholesome out of you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I try, you know.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
something for the last 5 minutes of the podcast. That's
Yeah, we're gonna
This
bring
is
it
your
home.
portion.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna
we're
bring it
bringing it
home.
home.
Bring it home. You know, pray
Yeah.
and like praying doesn't change the world around me. You know, I'm not just like reciting my wish list to Sky Daddy. Like
Yeah.
I'm,
Like that.
yeah, like I'm like taking the time to humble myself, to take Seth out of the equation and ask, you know, really like talk to God, talk to the universe of what I want that day to go. And quite often it is just let your will be done. And then I get in the way and fuck it all up. But you know, then we get a new day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, maximum potential. I'm not a maxing. I'm knife face maxing every day hard, but like
Yeah.
I work with the best trainers in the world. I'm making the best fucking music in the world. Got a fucking album coming out in
Oh, hell
3
yeah.
weeks. Yeah. Project Pat, RXK Nephew,
Oh, yeah.
Prayers,
That's
Roz Dilliams, all like about a dozen tracks,
That's
all me. Yeah.
awesome.
Isn't that hard as shit?
That's
Yeah.
so sick. I'm a huge Project Pat fan. I'm a fan of all those people.
He
but-
did my walkout song. We collabed on a song together, and that's what
Yeah.
I play when I fucking go out and
That's
fight.
so sick.
Yeah, knife face killer.
That's so
Hard as
sick.
shit, right? Yeah, exactly. Anyone who fights me already lost. Like that's how it is.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, that's my life. I'd love to share
yeah.
that life one day with a woman. A willing participant.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we're both Catholic. Maybe get a couple face tattooed runts out of us. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like off subject, but I keep thinking this keeps replaying in my head.
Oh.
When we were like when you were teaching me boxing, and I went like this,
Yes.
instead of like he was like trying to get me to do like these combos, and I just went like this,
right
and I took both of my hands and punched at the same time.
This is not a surprise to me because I've watched you do that.
I was like,
When would I do that?
When we were making pranks and you
Yeah.
were doing a boxing bit, that's how you were hitting the other person in the stomach.
I don't
Two
know
hands.
why that is like the go-to for me. Like I feel like I'm a video game character.
Yeah,
like
that
it's
makes
just
sense.
oh,
it's like fucking in my head to just do that.
signature move.
Yeah,
I
like,
It's the finisher.
Well, like, because I was going 1, boom, 2, boom, 1, 2,
and I'm
boom.
just button mashing in real life, dude. Like,
I love that for you, though.
It was mad cool. Mad cool. It was cute. You're always welcome back, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally down eventually. I need to get a different car now, and then I can drive again.
Yeah, excuses.
Yeah,
Don't fucking avoid
I've
me.
got excuses.
Yeah, man. You fucking. I try to get you to come over for fucking however long now, huh?
Yeah, well, the car is a real thing now. But
Whatever.
But eventually I'll be back, and I will be
jacked.
trying. I'll be jacked. Yeah, I'll be
Zach
trying.
gets jacked.
Zach gets jacked.
Zach gets jacked.
He's like, don't come. No.
We're edging your fitness right now. We're gonna get you close, but not let you, because
yeah, we can't come. We're not allowed to come because it's like,
dude, fucking. We're gonna rap. What are you talking?
Fucking.
I knew, like, well, you see, like, this is, when I was on my way, I'm just like, man, what the fuck am I talking about? You know, like, it's like, we're not gonna talk about, like, too much. Like, I know like, this is like an entertainment.
Yeah.
You're an entertainer, you know, multifaceted artist. So I'm international man of mystery. And I'm just like, man, just stick to what works. You know, a cornerstone of this organization, Maximum Zach, is about cranking hog. You know,
really is.
Don't deviate from the recipe. You know, hog cranking. We're fucking talking about drugs, stunts. What is Zach about? Let's flip the script.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm cranking. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Maximum Zach. And thank you, dude. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Hold my hand. I was not for Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to plug my next fight. UNF up next fighting in the Commerce Casino. I'm gonna whoop whoever the hell they put in front of me. I'm starting my own podcast.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, called Knife Pod.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I'd love to have you on sometime.
I will be there.
My brother in Christ. What
I
else?
will be
Fucking. I got this album coming out called Knife Face 2, March 21st. Fucking be there.
It'll be out
It'll be out
by the time this comes out. Yeah.
Follow me on everything. NADA150. NADA515. We out.
Follow him. And thank you guys for watching, and stay maximum.